If it seems loud, it's because I'm in a bus stop. Best decision? Probably not. But is it the decision that I'm making? Yes, it is. It's Gapril, everyone, and that means that as an LGBTQ plus student coordinator and student org leader, I am up to my gay eyeballs in all this crap I gotta do, and I'm happy to do it, but I'm busy as hell. And so I'm waiting at the bus to go get a fancy ass tie from the mall, and I figured why not make my video now. So after that very long ramble that you didn't need to hear, please deal with the street noise, the gorgeous tree in the background, and the fact that I'm going to be looking for the bus as I make this. So what I thought I would talk about is weird places that I've read. I've read on buses, I've read on planes, I've read on trains, I've read on automobiles. Never been Superman and flown reading, but that's on my bucket list. I bring books everywhere I go, and if I don't have a book with me, I get very stressed. I thought I heard a dog. I didn't. I'm still looking for it, though. So if I don't have a book, I'm like, well, okay, what am I going to do? What happens if I get in that social situation where I don't want to talk to anyone, I want to read? Even though that doesn't always work. If you watch my previous videos, you know that sometimes it doesn't work. And so I've read at parties, I've brought books, and I've, like, snuck them out. And maybe that's bad form. In fact, it probably is. But I do it anyway. I've read in class. I took Making Babies last spring as a gen ed. And learned a lot from that class. Hated every second of it because I don't like babies. And I don't want to see a water birth at 8 a.m. Sorry. And then leave being like, well, it's 9:30 and I'm hungry because I haven't eaten yet today, but I just watched a water birth. So I'm confused about what the state of my hunger is. Aced that class and also read the entire Harry Potter series, again, in the back of that classroom. I've read in Seattle. I've read in Portland, Oregon. Those are some pretty weird places. Keep Portland weird, represent. I've read in nooks in bookstores, like where you're kind of not supposed to read, or they don't really expect you to be reading. Like there's a little corner. There used to be a little corner in the back of Barnes & Noble where the kids section is. You can go in there and read. Where else? Graduations, sneak a book in. I've read it at my job, at the grocery store. Read on stoops a lot, little curbs. Sit on the curb, read a book. People get pissed. They're like, I didn't see you there. What are you doing sitting? I'm going to run you over my car. And I'm like, well, you know what? My book's really heavy and really, really thick, so you probably won't hurt me. I've got a shield. People do weird shit in public. They smoke, polluting the air. They pollute. They, throw trash places. They drink. They have sex in public. They certain people grab their crotch and adjust. People pick wedgies. People pick their nose. People yell obscenities and are terrible to other people in the community that they don't agree with their lifestyle choices. I had someone in Ohio yelling about being saved by Jesus at me. He's wearing robes, very multicolored robes. People do weird things in public, but people don't always know what to do with people. Not to say I know what to do with Jesus yellers, but people don't know what to do with people who are reading in weird places in public. I get reading at a party is kind of very strange. And I own up to that, but sitting at a bus stop reading or something like that, I feel like when people ask me what you're reading, I feel like people are like, whoa, somebody's reading. I appreciate that they want to know what I'm reading. I want to tell them what I'm reading. I also want them to leave me alone. But I think it's interesting that as a society, we don't always know what to do with people who are reading because it's not so much the norm anymore. Depending on what circles you're running in. It's much more acceptable to see people on their phones or listening to their iPods or talking to their friends or sleeping than it is to see someone reading sometimes. But maybe that's my bias. My card for you this week is a 6 of spades, so I think that I lose. Well played. I tried my hardest. I am going to be posting a book review on our Tumblr, which is just, Bookworm Wars, this Wednesday, written review, so if y'all want to check that out, please do so. And if you have any books that you want us to review or read or buy, I just got a gift certificate to Better World Books. Thank you, individual. So I'll be going on a book buying spree, so please hit me up with your recommendations. I'd be glad to have them. Happy Gapril, happy spring, happy on birthday, happy be who you are day. Every day should be that day, and it is. So keep smiling, keep shining, and I will see you next Monday.